What's up, guys? So week 2 of CrossFit training is in the books, and feeling super pumped. Feeling like I got more energy now than the wintertime. Wintertime I was like a mess. Oh man, I just wasn't working out. We just moved into a new home, and all that transition, I couldn't find the time, and now I finally got the routine down and pushing through. And the gyms, the box gyms just weren't doing it for me anymore, so I had to think of something else. So I went with CrossFit, and loving it, just loving it. But here's the point. So when you start something new in life, you're always going to get a lot of questions from your friends, family. You may get comments like, what are you doing that for? Don't hurt yourself. You don't need to do that. That's not necessary. And that's okay. It depends on what you do with that information. That counts, right? So my point is this, communication is key in anything, in any part of your life. And Canelo over here, he's getting a little tired. But so communication is key. So what I found out was, when you tell people and then you explain your why, and you tell them why you're doing certain things, it starts to resonate with people, or it'll give them clarity as to why you're doing certain things. And I think that's the key to life and business in general. Is the more communicative you could be, the less hassle, the less friction, and the less resistance you're gonna get. And I was thinking, I'm in decent shape, but I'm not in the best shape. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'm probably about a 5. But most of you guys know, my wife and I are trying to start a family now, and something popped into my head when we started that journey, and it was this. It was, if I don't have my health, and if I'm not in optimal shape, then what good am I going to be for my family? How am I going to protect them? How am I going to support them? How am I supposed to, provide for them? And I said, I got to get my health back. I got to get my health back to where it was. And so that's why I committed to CrossFit. Because without my health, I don't have a life, I don't have a family, I don't have a business, I don't have a clear mind. And all of those things are so crucial in life. And that's the key that I want you guys to take away, is this. Anytime you start something new, you're going to receive resistance, or you're going to get a lot of questions, and just be ready for them. And just express your why. Tell them why you're doing it. And that will change everything. It might put a lot of people in their place too. You never know. But the more you can communicate, and the clearer you can communicate, the better you're going to be. The better you're going to run a business and all of that. So I am super pumped about CrossFit. One takeaway that I learned was this, was, when you're starting anything new that you're not familiar with, you definitely want to get help and training and have that guidance from somebody who does. Because the quickest way to hurt yourself or to overextend is to dive in with 2 feet, not knowing what you're doing, and just crash, right? So I highly recommend that if you start anything new, whether it's a new business, a new workout, or anything like that, that you get the proper guidance first, and you get your hand held through the process, through the introduction, through the orientations, and then when you feel confident enough to rock on your own, then do your thing. But at the end of the day, just communication is key. Communication is super, super key. So make sure that you're communicating clearly to your audience, to your family, to your significant other, and that will open a tremendous amount of clarity in your life. Have an awesome weekend, guys. I'll catch you on the next video.